Welcome, race fans. We are back here again tonight at Talladega, IWCR Gen 6 Series, the high banks here of Talladega, Alabama, for 100 laps. This is going to be a phenomenal race, no doubt. But again, I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of excitement here coming. So we're going to try to get somebody in the booth here to talk to. So we've got a couple already lined up. If you give me just a minute here, let me get the first one down here. Nick Hunt, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I sure do.
Well, Nick, I hate to bother your practice and everything out there, but what is the lineup for tonight here? What is your plan to get to the front?
Well, I mainly just want to keep it clean and hopefully work my way up there. I don't know. I usually don't qualify that well, so we'll see with these fixed setups. So if I can put the car in the right place to make it to the front, that'll be a good thing.
Well, that's going to be the whole ticket here, I think, for tonight. Being there at the end, being in the right place, and making sure your car is in good enough shape to stay into the draft. But how's the car feeling out there tonight?
Well, it feels good. Of course, everybody's going to be equal on that part, and it's all just going to be on being in the right place, the right time, a little bit of luck, and making the right move when you need to.
Well, since the build here the other day, how much did it change this car as far as, the suck up on the draft? Because that was the issue here before this build. The car would not suck up to the bumper of the car ahead of you.
Well, I haven't drafted much here in the practice. What little I did, it just seemed like he wasn't getting right on the bumper, unless the guy in front wants to drag his brake a little bit, maybe. But I'm not really that sure about it. But that's what happened in the one little time I was drafting with some guys there a while ago.
Well, it seems like then really the build didn't change much, because that was about the issue, earlier, or from the last build. It was about the same issue. So. Well, Nick, we're going to let you go. Try to finish up practice here. You got about 3 minutes to go. And good luck tonight, brother. We'll be looking for you and try to get it into victory lane.
Well, that's what I'm going to try to do. So I appreciate you putting this on and broadcasting it. So we'll look forward to a good race. Hopefully it's a good, clean race.
10-4. Good luck, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right, one more guy we got to drag into the booth with us here.
70s.
Randall Drake, you got a copy?
I do, Rudy. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. Well, we talked to Nick Hunt there real quick. Talking about the setup out there tonight. The car doesn't really feel that much different than it did before, did it? As far as sucking up to the back, the draft of it?
Well, we made an adjustment for the race tonight. We actually added a little bit more tape from what I was told. Some guys were running the carbureted cup earlier yesterday after the update, and they said that after maybe 10 laps, it was very difficult to turn this car. So we were thinking about playing with the setup and maybe changing it out, and there really wasn't enough time. So just to help the draft, we upped the tape a little bit. I did notice there was a little bit more suck up than there had been, but it's still not the way it used to be. I think the old model was a lot better. So guys are going to have to make sure they don't get caught at the back of the field. Otherwise, they're probably going to lose the field.
Well, real quick here, I know you're the kind of driver, Randall, that kind of likes to hang mid-pack or so until it comes down to the end of the race and keep your car clean. Is that plan going to fall into play tonight? Same plan?
That seems to work well for me on most tracks. For some strange reason, Rudy, I don't know whether it's just my bad luck at restrictor plate races, but I usually just don't have luck here no matter what happens. And if I end up qualifying at the back, I'm usually caught in the big one. If I qualify in the middle, I usually get caught in the big one. If I qualify up front, I usually get caught in the big one. So,
well, let's hope that don't happen tonight. I'd really,
that would be nice,
yeah,
for a change.
I'd really like to see Invictor Lane again. It's been a while, so it would really be a good thing to see you put the number 9 in Victory Lane tonight. So, but we'll keep it clean. Do you have a partner for drafting out there tonight?
Well, we have a big team, so I'm not too worried about that. And one thing about this track too, specifically, sometimes even if your teammates are not around, you usually are able to find somebody to work with. So, but if I'm not able to get up there tonight, definitely look for me tomorrow. I think I might have something at Auto Club for the trucks. So,
very good, very good. All right, well, good luck tonight, Randall, and we'll talk to you later on.
Thanks, Rudy. Have a good broadcast, bud.
All right. All right, there you have it, folks. Some different renditions of what the track feels like, what the car feels like. So we'll have to see how everything's going to play out for all these folks. Let me hold on a second here. I got a couple things I got to do real quick, and we'll.
Oh, Rudy, I just wanted to say, if he don't know his way to Victory Lane, I can sure show him.
I'm sure you can. You know how to get there, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we're going to step away real quick here. Scott will be right back. Play the national anthem. How's that?
10-4.
Stupid thing. Having some issues here. Hold on a minute, folks. All right, let's try this again.
Guys. And now for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
How you doing tonight, Rudy?
Good. We are back.
Right on. I'm ready to call a race here tonight. Old Talladega.
Quite a few people in chat already. That's pretty awesome.
Looks like we're going to have about 23. That'll take time.
Well, Scott, real quick.
24.
You want to run down through the points coming into tonight?
Yes, sir. Thomas Brandner maintained his top at the... let me start over. Thomas Brandner maintained his spot at the top of the point standings, Rudy, last week. He's got 285 points on the season. He's got a 40-point lead over Fireball Joe Roberts, who's sitting in second place coming off his win. Daniel Smallwood, who finished second last week, he's sitting third in the points. Nathan Sedlick had a rough outing last week. He's fourth. Randall Drake up 3 spots to fifth in the points. Mike Vining's down a spot to sixth. Sean Medling's up 1 to seventh. Stephen Pearson comes in at 8th, Galen Gidman, who ironically, Rudy, has led the most laps this season for IWCR. He's 9th in the points. And Jeffrey Porter rounds out the top 10. And Galen and Jeffrey are actually tied, and they are 75 points back of your leader, Thomas Brandner.
Awesome.
Biggest faller last week was Scott Hunsinger, who we didn't see make it to the racetrack last week. He fell 9 spots for not making it.
Yeah, that's kind of like him though. He does that from time to time. I don't know if he gets tied up in other things, other races, or real life situations, but he'll come and go. I know a few other drivers that have done that in the past too. John Batista, he was like that the last couple of seasons. He'd come in, maybe stop in and run a race or two. You know, Alan Bowes was another one. He'd run a race or two now and then. But I haven't seen Alan back in a while.
Well, really, qualifying is about to wrap up here. Looks like Justin Warner is going to be our pole sitter tonight. Ross Cato comes in 2nd. Nathan Sedlick 3rd. Thomas Brandner 4th. Jeffrey Porter 5th. Roger Wagner 6th. Michael Gonzalez 7th. Mike Viney 8th. Eric Lambert 9th. And John Batista rounds out the top 10 for qualifying.
And that just changed. Stephen Pearson slipped in there.
Yes, he did.
I was just talking to Stephen Pearson a few minutes ago there, Scott, and he said that it's going to be an interesting night tonight because the car does have a pretty good push in it in the turns. After you get about 5 to 10 laps on the tires, it seems like it really starts pushing in the turns. So it's going to be an interesting race here.
And I apologize, Rudy. I'm not used to it being 10 minutes of qualifying. It's 10 minutes of qualifying tonight, not 5.
Yeah.
I looked up and saw 4:45 and just automatically assumed 5 minutes. So that's my bad.
Yep.
Well, we've only had one non-qualifier, well, 2 non-qualifiers now. So pretty much everyone's qualified. We'll see if Thomas Keene and Scott Russell take time here if they just start in the back. But other than Stephen Pearson jumping in there, the top 10 I read off, see, it hasn't changed.
Yeah, pretty much, yep. Yeah, good to see Eric Lambert up there.
Yeah, he started dead last week. Remember that, Rudy?
Yeah. Yeah, and he came up through the field quite a bit there toward the well on that the second race. If you remember the first one, Thomas Branner, our points leader, got removed from the server by accident. So that kind of when we restarted the race there, and then Eric came back and had a pretty good run on that second race. So
he actually finished 18th is where he finished last week. So at some point he had some issues, but he did make his way up to the front of the field at one point.
Yeah, we did see him in the top 10 there once, and it was like, wow, this is really awesome, man. Good to see him up there, you know. And then, but as we always, you know, we see it week to week, Scott, you and I broadcasting a lot of these different races and stuff that, you know, a guy can run really good one week, and the next week, boy, the snake bites him, and it's all over, and things can change, you know. And, the snake's been biting you for a good long time, and last night you come home with a great win last night, so, man, that was awesome.
Yes, sir. Somewhere running around in this track is a 300-pound gorilla. Keep an eye out for that thing. Don't let it jump on your back, whatever you do.
Nope.
I left it somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but you might find it. About time, man. It was about time. I run a lot of laps at this place. These races, and you know, last night was the first time with the new track, and there was a difference. There was a big difference. It was kind of a weird race, but we got through it. And I wonder how it's going to affect tonight's race.
Yeah, I don't know.
This will be the first time for IWCR with the new track. So,
well, they've apparently done some running of the carburetor cup, I guess, today or whatever, and some of the guys were saying that it was pretty pushy in the turns after 5-10 laps. So They were in the process of working on a setup, but Randall said that they didn't get it done in time for the race tonight, so it's just going to be what it is. Now remember, they do have a shortened fuel load tonight, 50% fuel load.
Ooh.
So that's gonna, and no reset. So they, you got to think about every 20 laps they're going to be coming to pit road.
Wow, no resets, huh?
No, they never have any resets over here. Nope.
Wow.
So, we'll kind of watch. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on the pit stops. But like I said, about every 20 laps, these guys are going to be coming to pit road. So it's going to be a minimum of 4 pit stops anyhow, depending on cautions and everything. And we'll have to see. There's going to be some guys that are going to probably try to save it and maybe, try to do that last pit stop on, where they won't have to take as much fuel. Fuel conservation. I don't know if you could save a whole lot of fuel out here, but we'll see.
Not really. Well, it's football season, Rudy, and I'm a gambling man. What do you say the over-under is for the cars that'll finish this race? No resets, 50% fuel on a slick track.
What do I think? What now? What was the question?
The over-under. How many cars do you think will finish the race?
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to have a pretty good amount. I think these guys do pretty good out here. They're gonna try to save as best as they can. So, all right, let's see. Justin Warner taking the pole. Okay, let me run down through the qualifying order here. I know these overlays are kind of messed up, but I have not been able to get a hold of Jason. Anyhow, Justin Warner coming home with the pole here with a 50.272. Congratulations to him. Ross Cato starting second. Nathan Sedlick third. Thomas Brandner fourth. Jeffrey Porter fifth. Roger Wagner sixth. Michael Gonzalez seventh. Steven Pearson eighth. Mike Vining ninth. And Eric Lambert 10th. Scott?
John Batista will start 11th. Kevin Spaulding 12th. Daniel Smallwood, who finished second last week, will start 13th. Joe Roberts, last week's winner, will start 14th. Calvin Troy 15th. Randall Drake 16th. Tony DeGenero 17th. Joshua Witherspoon 18th. Evan Schrader starts 19th. Nick Hunt, who we talked to in the pre-race, he'll start 20th. James Lehman starts 21st. We'll see if James can finish one tonight, Rudy.
Yeah.
Craig Hawkins starts 22nd. Sean Medling 23rd, and if they take the flag, Thomas Keene will start 25th, and Scott Russell 26th. And Rudy, I say the over-under is 13, the magic number 13.
13, okay.
Place your bets.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Just double checking everything, make sure I got everything right here before we take off, Scott.
10-4.
I'm thinking Thomas Keene is not in the race. I'm thinking he may be adminning, but or not even in the server period. Yeah, well, did you join under the watch tab? Nope.
No, I went under the race tab. I saw they didn't have hardly no one in there. I was going to turn a couple laps, but I didn't.
I joined under the watch tab.
I wanted to see how the track felt. I just didn't get back in time. I didn't get out of that other race in time. Well, Rudy, we're about to go racing, buddy. Talladega, 100 laps, IWCR. Going to Atlanta next week. But tonight, it's the high banks of the Southern Speedway in Alabama, Talladega.
hard to fathom how big this track is unless you've been there, because man, I'm telling you, it's just it's like you're looking forever to see the backstretch or turn 4, or or just a huge facility, I'm telling you.
Well, get us going, Rudy. We're ready to go racing, buddy.
All right, pace car heads for pit road. The new pace car, Children's Cancer Organization.
I dig it.
And we have a green flag. Well, a little early, but they are underway here. Green, green, green.
Better early than late.
Everybody gets up to speed here.
Like a lot of people already hit that bottom lane, not messing around. They don't want nothing to do with the high side right now.
Looks like maybe Thomas Keene may have started from pit road.
10-4.
Yep, he's trying to get. Well, there he is. Yeah, he started from pit road, so he's trying to get up to speed by himself. But he's going to be well off of the pace.
Long race, long race.
Yep.
Plenty of time to get back into it.
Justin Warner will lead the very first lap of the race. Ross Cato in tow.
1 down, 99 to go.
Roger Wagner takes to the high side. It looks like Michael Gonzalez is going to follow him, looking for some people to come up there with him. Now Roger ducks to the the inside and leaves Michael Gonzalez up there by himself.
Yep. Doesn't look like anybody wants anything to do with that outside lane, Rudy. He's
Yeah.
gonna be a lonely brother sitting out there.
Yeah, it's early for that kind of racing right now. I mean, that's the thing. Some of these young guys, they think they got to be up there and lead the laps and everything. All that matters is that last lap.
That's right. Found out last night finally.
Yep. Nathan Sedlick to the outside, bringing Thomas Brandner with him. Looks like they got a pretty good run here. It's just so hard to pass, so you get up there just like he is right now, and unless you can bring your partner with you, that's ideal, as you well know from last night's race there in the truck. You want to kind of bring your partner with you, but if you can't, you're going to wind up dropping to the bottom by yourself, and it looks like they have him and Thomas Brandner do clear.
Ooh, that was close.
Roger Wagner tried to stick it in there too, but it wasn't going to happen. There wasn't enough room for him to get down there.
Nope.
Warner.
Good thing that he checked it up though and got back up on that high side and didn't come all the way down.
Yeah, Warner closed
it would have been ugly.
Warner closed that gap up real quick. He said, "No way, you're not getting in here." Now Roger trying to slip in there. Now it looks like he's gonna have to fall in behind Ross Cato here. He does. His teammate Jeffrey Porter lets him in there.
Been some good racing so far. These boys kind of taking it easy with no resets. They know it's a long race.
Yeah.
If you're going to get anywhere near the finish, you got to take it easy early on.
Joe Roberts looking like, find him on here. There he is. Joe Roberts up on the high side. He's pulling another crew. These guys too wide back here.
It's a long line of cars they're going to have to try to pass. That's fun, though. If you've ever done that, going by a big, long line like that on the outside, that is so fun to do. You don't even know.
Yep. Eric Lambert there with him. Oh, I'll tell you, I used to race some races back in Liga that I used to be in, Scott, that we would go 3 wide. And, for the longest time, it used to make me really nervous, And then, after I did it a few times, it was like, wow, this is fun, Going 3 wide, that was like the ultimate,
Oh, I love going 3 wide. As long as you know you can do it with people that you can trust.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it like about 10 laps one day, and I was like, man, when we got done, man, my knuckles were white. I mean, I was nervous, but yet I was a lot more relaxed with it, and man, I'll tell you, that was a lot of fun. And we all complimented each other for the job that we did, holding our lines, and that's 90% of what you got to do is just hold your line. 2 wide all the way back.
I was going to say, it's getting racy about mid-pack back, and now you got a couple guys jumping out up front. I think we're going to get racy here in about 5 more laps, Rudy.
Nick Hunt.
If even it takes that long.
Nick Hunt falling to the back. Back in 24th place. Still some drivers that I did not see in here. Nathan Sedlick will take the lead now. Brandner in tow.
So far, so good. Caution free.
Yes,
Working
sir.
lap 7. Ooh, 3 wide back here. Joe Roberts.
Yeah, up on the high side. Whoa.
Yep, strung out up there. Some good-looking paint schemes out there tonight, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I see a Nebraska Cornhusker fan out there.
There we go. There's some 3 wide action for you, folks. That's wild right there. That's nail biting right there. White knuckle driving. It looks like the cars have got a lot of room out there, but when you're in the car, really doesn't look like there's that much room.
Oh, wow, that was close. The 39 squeezed it in there behind Roger Wagner there. There wasn't much of an opening, but he made one.
Well, that's what some of these drivers like to do, man. They like to take that chance.
Yeah, that was a big chance.
Yeah, you don't know if there's any communication between them drivers or not. But I would assume probably not in that case, but yeah.
Oh, 78 and a 49 almost touched there. Pretty close moment there. That's Roger Wagner out there in that Nebraska Cornhuskers car. I like that paint scheme. That's a good looking car, Rudy.
Thomas Keene about to go a lap down here. He's getting gobbled up here really quick.
Oh, we got a big wreck, Rudy. Big wreck.
Uh-oh.
That's going to tear up a lot of race cars. There's still wrecked. Lehman's in it. 17's in it.
Well, let's go take a look here. I see
A lot of guys are in it. 29's in it.
Stephen Pearson I see in it, so let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Boy, that was good news. Oh, right there I see Calvin Troy comes down the hill into Jeffrey Porter. I don't know if his spotter told him he was clear there to try to slip into that spot or not. But he come way down the hill. I mean, he almost went about a lane and a half down the hill and got right into the side of Jeff Porter. That's what started this. And then Stephen Pearson going to get collected into it. He goes up, catches Kevin Spaulding in the police car. Oh, Tony DeGennaro into it.
In the Patriots car. Didn't work out too well for New England tonight.
Craig Hawkins. Oh, man. Lots of tore up cars now. As you
with
were
no
saying,
resets.
you were saying about
The over-under.
well, oh God, I can't even think straight.
Well, on that note, Craig Hawkins took it behind the wall. Headed towards Atlanta. We're getting beat on traffic.
Yep. That'll be a wild race, Atlanta. Whoa.
Especially with the dynamic track, that'll be, wonder how that'll play into it.
I don't know, but we'll find out. Looks like everybody's going to come to pit road.
Don't blame them.
No, I
Or
don't
Mr.
either.
Feelgoods.
I don't know if we'll see.
With this new dynamic track, Rudy, tires are going to be more important than ever.
Yeah. A lot of people on pit road already. Wow.
Yes, sir. Everybody and their brothers on pit road. A couple guys backing up here. 96 had to back up. 96 going to win the race off pit road, though. Ooh, we got a little contact coming off pit road between first and second place. Not a lot of contact, but Ross Gato and the leader, Justin Warner, got into each other there.
Interesting. interesting. Roger Wagner will come out third. Thomas Brander fourth. Nathan Sadlick fifth. And I think most of these guys, well, at least the first three did only fuel. Now, Brander, I think, took 2 tires. Sedlick come out fifth, and I think he took 4 tires. Sean Medling, 6th place, just fuel. You know, and I'm kind of with what Randall Drake was saying last week. I think sometimes you're better off. You know, you got to stop and get fuel like that. Take that extra 2 seconds and change at least 2 tires. You know, I mean, I know track position means a lot, especially, you know, in a super speedway race like this. But you know, you're gonna have to change at least 2 tires tonight. You know, probably all 4 eventually.
Yeah, I wouldn't run 100 laps without changing all 4 at least once.
I have
not on lap 10 either. I'd wait till, you know, a little later in the race.
Yeah. I've seen it done.
Tires are going to make a difference with this dynamic track. Tires are going to be more important than ever before on iRacing.
I've seen it done before, but it's been a long time ago that guys have ran. I've seen guys run 90 laps in the trucks at Homestead on the same set of tires.
Yeah, it won't be that way no more.
No, I don't think so. Because now you get flat tires, you know. And he wound up winning the race. No, I take it back. He finished second. He got past with just a few laps to go. But yeah, 90 laps he ran. It was a 90-lap race, and he ran the whole race on the same set of tires.
Well, Rudy, me and you have done a couple broadcasts where we've seen people, you know, push it to like lap 60, 70, and they have blowouts.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood in chat.
Well, Calvin Troy is getting a beat on traffic too, Rudy. He took it behind the wall.
Dang.
Got some guys sitting on pit road too. Tony DeGennaro, James Lehman.
Let me see if I can get Calvin up
Kevin
here.
Spalding. Stephen Pearson.
Calvin Troy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, what happened out there, Calvin? We didn't see everything coming out, you know, that happened to you. What happened there, brother?
I turned down into the corner, and the wheel turned left harder on me, and I was turning back to the right, and it was still turning left.
Oh, boy.
And then once I locked it all the way, then it started turning left.
Yeah, we were watching there. It looked like your car just kind of come down the hill. But now, you think maybe that might be a tribute to the setup out here, because we're gonna kind of getting reports that the setup was really tight after about 5-6 laps.
Yeah, the setup's tight, but I don't know. I just think my wheel came uncalibrated. I really don't know what happened. It turned down and just kept turning left.
Dang. Well, sorry to hear that, Calvin. Man, oh man. Well, looking forward to tomorrow night's race in the trucks.
Yeah, ready for Auto Club. Try out this new build there.
Heck yeah, that should be pretty good. And then next week going to Atlanta in the Gen 6, so should be interesting. That's always a good time. It's the dynamic tracks. What do you think of the new dynamic tracks?
It's really fun. It's fun to be able to bring in different grooves on the track now.
Very good, very good. All right, well, sorry about your luck tonight, Calvin, and better luck tomorrow night, brother.
Yep, thank you, Rudy.
All right, thanks.
Well, Rudy, the field looks a whole lot smaller now.
Yeah, we've got, let's see, what about 6 drivers out? 5 drivers out. Wow. I think Craig Hawkins, James Lehman, Tony DeGennaro, Calvin Troy, and Kevin Spalding all out. Well, at least some of them are still sitting on pit road anyhow.
Yeah, we're going to have some guys out on track with some heavy damage here in the back of the field.
Hey,
James. There won't be a lot of cautions tonight.
Let's get James down here and talk to him. He's wrecked out too. The Eliminator, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just sitting in the pits.
Bad luck again this week, huh?
Yeah, and I'm on. Well, I mean, I'm on the close of being demoted back to truck. So I'm just trying to keep incident free, but stuff like that happens. People making mistakes.
All right, we're going to get them going here, and then we can talk some more. Pace car in. Warner in command. Ross Cato there, and green is out. Here we go. Well, Auto Club tomorrow night in the trucks. Are you going to be able to make it?
I plan on making it. I really do. I've been practicing a lot. This new tire model and this dynamic tracks is going to make a big difference at that track.
That's cool. I may have to go out and do a little testing on that tomorrow and see how that's going to feel.
I mean, I ran a couple of 20, 30 lap runs, and I've had to move up all the way up against the wall just to have grip. So
Wow.
we'll see a lot of the middle and high lane racing tomorrow for sure.
Well, Roger Wagner trying to get a run on the outside. Just hasn't been able to go anywhere. He just gets up to that wall of air up there, and then now he's starting to drift back a little bit. So Warner and Cato doing a good job. Daniel Smallwood moving into third position. Holy smokes, where did he come from?
The back of the field.
I'm telling you.
What about mid-pack?
Into third. All right, well, thanks, James, for talking with us, and sorry about your luck, brother. We'll be looking for you tomorrow night.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Got to finish one of these soon, Lehman.
I've been trying, man, but the luck is it's killing me.
I feel you, brother. I've been there, man.
Going through that phase, man.
Gotta get that 300-pound gorilla off your back. I lost mine here last night. It'll happen. Just keep turning them wheels, man.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
All right. So that put Randall Drake a lap down and Steven Pearson a lap down. So they're out here actually running together. Pearson with the whole back end of his car gone, and Randall with a little nose damage on it. They're not going to be nowhere near as fast. But I'll tell you what, they're not too bad. They're really not that far off of the pace.
Thomas Keene got bailed out on that first caution, but he's falling back here since the green flags come back out.
Warner trying to lead the most laps here tonight, leading lap number 9. The only other leader we've had was Nathan Sedlick. He led 7 laps there somewhere. Well, that was about. It wasn't nowhere near, in time for their first pit stop, but 10 laps. Well, that kind of throws the stopping 4 times tonight in the 100 laps. So that kind of throws that off a little bit.
Yeah, it's a shame so many guys got tore up so early in the race with no resets.
Yeah.
But as you see now, things have kind of settled down. Everybody kind of running single file now. So many guys have gotten torn up. One guy in that outside lane right now.
Our points leader in 5th place, Thomas Brandner. And would you say he had a 40-point lead over Nathan Sedlick? Is that who? I think that's.
I don't think it was Nathan Sedlick. It was 40 points. Joe Roberts is in. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, it's Joe Roberts second in points, Daniel Smallwood third, Sedlick's 4th, and Drake is 5th.
Yeah, okay. Well, the joke goes, we were kind of talking about Daniel Smallwood last week, wanting to know who was on his hit list last week, but he did pick up 3 positions last week by finishing 2nd. That's awesome.
And he's up there again tonight, having a strong running tonight. He's in contention to win this thing tonight. He's out front.
Yes, sir. And he does get credit for leading that lap.
Showing the muscle.
Working with his partner there, Michael Gonzalez, teammate. Good to see Michael back
crank it up, Rudy.
Mr.
Let's crank it
Smallwood.
up.
All right, give me a second here. Let me find a good car here. We'll, how about we ride along with Eric Lambert? Let's ride along with Eric Lambert. He's back here, and we'll go ahead and crank it up here.
Riding behind that Husker's car.
Well, 20 laps in the books.
80 to go. Still a long way to go, Rudy.
Definitely.
Hope you got a beverage.
Yep. I got my big old jug of water here. Brenner. Now to the high side, trying to get the lead away from Smallwood. Am I not live here or what? Well, I guess I was. I don't know. It didn't look like
good.
It didn't look like he had the lead there, but Smallwood now retakes the lead at the line. Smallwood led that lap. Wow.
Yeah, they're just kind of running side by side here. I'm still riding on board with Lambert, just kind of watching this whole ordeal here. Nothing's really happening. Everybody's kind of just riding.
Back here, Nick. Let's see. We've got a second group. Thomas.
Now they're
Keene.
getting a run, Rudy. They're getting a run now on this high side.
Thomas Keene back here, 15th spot, working with Josh Witherspoon, Scott Russell, and Nick Hunt. These four, well, almost 8 seconds off the pace.
We got a new leader, Rudy.
Yep, Thomas Brandner.
The points leader.
Yes, sir. Roger Wagner working with him. I haven't seen him make a notion to come down the hill.
Oh, this could get ugly here.
Oh, Lambert up the middle. Not a good thing.
Wow.
Wow, he just horned his way right in there.
Well, Roger drifted up the track a little bit, and he just he didn't back out of it. He said, no, I'll take that, but now he thought better of it. Long way to go.
Yeah, that's a little too early to be that racy, to take it 3 wide like that, but
yeah, he thought about it.
Yep. That was a good choice, falling back in. He'll get another run here. He'll get back up there. I know he wants to. Eric's being pretty aggressive right now, and this is not the kind of race you want to be that aggressive in.
Yeah, and sometimes you can just get so locked in that it's just natural instinct to just go ahead and take over that position. But, you know, as it progressed, he's like, oh, wait a minute, I need to get out of this. But we're coming up on another situation that could get ugly here.
Yeah, I see that. They're already about almost 3 wide. They're going to take Randall Drake and Steven Pearson. This is good news for them because they're going to be able to suck up to the back of the draft, and they're actually not too far off of the pace as far as speed. So they're going to get a little draft off of that. I don't know how much that's going to help them, but it did pick up their speed quite a little bit. Not enough, though. The tail end of that group, Joe Roberts. Riding along here on the roof cam with Joe Roberts. He's on the inside of his teammate, Nathan Sedlick, right now. Nathan trying to squeeze in there, but I don't think there was enough room, so he decided not to.
Well, Rudy, we're a fourth of the way through, 25 down.
Yes, sir. Up front, Brandner. drops to the bottom, takes the lead. Roger Wagner up on the high side, trying to get something working up there. Got Eric Lambert working with him. Boy, them cars push a lot in that turn. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Riding on board with John Batista back here, and about that whole high lane drifted way up towards the wall.
Yeah. Well, they were saying it was pretty tight in the corners, and I'm telling you, they're not kidding. You know, and when you're following somebody like that, you know as well as I do, Scott, when you're following somebody, when you see that guy going up high, you go up high with him, you know, because you don't know if he's trying to avoid something, or, you know, you're actually paying attention to, well, I always do, paying attention to the back of that guy's car, trying to stay on line with him, you know?
Yeah, and that's like a rule that you're not supposed to do. That's like a big no-no.
Yeah, right.
Don't watch the car in front of you.
Yep.
Pay attention to the lines on the track.
Gonzalez. Down there on the bottom, right behind Smallwood. Batista running in 7th place.
Everybody just kind of riding right now, Rudy. They realize that there's a long way to go. That big wreck kind of scared some guys. Everybody just kind of been chill since then. They want to get to the finish, and they know a big crash, and they won't see the finish.
Roger Wagner drops to the bottom, leaving his teammate up on the high side working with John Batista here. So Eric Lambert trying to get to the front. But that inside line is on the move, Scott.
Yeah, there's really only a couple guys on that high outside line. Nobody really wants nothing to do with that outside line. Batista's been out there pretty much the whole night. Now he tucks down.
They all start going single file again.
Yep.
Last one in that group, Evan Schroeder gets bumped to the back. But, you know, you can be in the back one lap and back up to the front the next lap.
Oh, we got somebody in the wall.
Way up high. Who was that? Ross Cato.
Yeah, it looked like he got in the wall.
Yep. Yes, he did. He's got some right front nose damage on that car now, so he's not going to be as fast as he was. He falls to the back of the group. Man, I wonder what happened there.
Car. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
He just took a right turn.
Sedlick back into 10th.
Could be the dynamic track, Rudy.
Could be. Get up in them marbles.
Yep. Looked like he was skating.
Warner back to 7th place now. After leading 10 laps earlier. He's still holding the most laps led, but not if Thomas Brandner has anything to say about it. Let's see. Yeah. Stephen Pearson. I don't know. Stephen, do you want to come up to the booth with us, or maybe you don't want to? He said he was going to maybe come up to the booth with us. Don't look like it. Looks like he left. Yep, he left. Thought you were going to come up to the booth with us there, Stephen. Doggone. And here comes everybody to pit road.
Yep.
Oh boy,
Whole field.
Yay, this could be interesting here. Oh, we got one off the track. Batista taking it way out in the grass. That's going to be an unsafe pit entry.
Yep. Everybody on pit road. Ooh, we got one of them in the wall here. 75, 8th inside pit wall there. He might have a little damage. It's Michael Gonzalez.
Brandner out first. Like Sedlick, Porter, a bunch of guys out ahead of everybody. Wagner going to be late getting off pit road because he overshot his pit, had to back up.
And yep, Gonzalez is sitting there getting damage repaired. Oh, he disconnected. It's over for Michael Gonzalez, just like that.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Well, Scott Russell staying out. He led that lap, so now he comes to pit road, so that will put Brandner back in control. Scott Russell collects that valuable point for leading the lap. Here comes Brandner by as Scott Russell stops in his pit stall. But you know, even though he Scott
Here comes the field.
He's gonna get off pit road maybe in time. He's still gonna have a pretty good start. Oh, he just spun the tires.
We saw that last night too. He towed it.
And he towed it. Oh no, that's gonna hurt him. But under green flag conditions yet, no caution.
Yeah, he disconnected. He took it behind the wall, Rudy. They're dropping like flies, man. That over-under 13 is starting to look realistic.
And look at the group coming up behind Thomas Brandner. They're going to eat him for lunch here.
Yes, sir.
They're going to drive by him like he's standing still. He'll probably get out thinking that maybe he's, got it in park or something. Look at him drive on by him, man. They're probably a good 5 mile an hour faster. He's going to have to kind of blend in here.
Yeah, he'll be able to. He caught him in the right spot, so he'll be able to. Tony DeGennaro took him behind the wall, Rudy.
Oh man, we've got a lot of guys. Wow.
6 of them have retired so far.
Randall Drake still out there. And he'll be able to pick up a couple of spots. He'll be able to get by Gonzalez and Russell.
Still showing 16 on the lead lap on the track, Rudy.
Nathan Sedlick back in the front. And Sean Medling. So good job for Medling, man. I was going to look and see where he started at tonight, 23rd, and here he is running in second. Awesome job by Sean Medling. Randall Drake picks up 1 spot from Michael Gonzalez. Looking at the race summary, we've only had 1 caution for 3 laps. 9 lead changes already.
Yeah, with the way they're spaced out right now, I don't know if we'll have another caution.
Yeah, this
3 wide.
Yeah, that could be ugly right there. You just never know. Jeff Porter, man, he wants to stay on that high side ahead of Thomas Brandner and get to the front. And maybe that'll work out for him if he can stay there right now and let Thomas Brandner push him. Joe Roberts ducks to the bottom. Not really sure what he wants to do, whether he wants to go to the bottom or the high side. He's going to have to make a choice here. Go back in the field here. Daniel Smallwood leading another small pack here. Him and Justin Warner, Mike Vining, and Roger Wagner. Those 4 working together. Running about almost 10 seconds behind the lead pack right now.
Begging for a caution.
Daniel Smallwood out there pretty much by himself now. All his teammates, Thomas Keene, one of his teammates, way back in the field. He is actually about another 12 seconds behind Daniel Smallwood. Nick Hunt back here, 16th. And Randall Drake goes to 17th. He is 3 laps down, but he did pick up a few spots. Josh Witherspoon in 11th, working with Evan Schroeder.
They're definitely begging for a caution.
Yeah, Jeff Porter to the lead for the first time today. Yeah, I
That's
think
got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I think you were talking about the dynamic tracks and how it affects these cars. About taking new tires, Scott, and that's going to be the ticket here. Who's going to take that extra time on pit road and get them tires for that extra grip? Because like we said, the reports are saying that people are saying how much it pushes in the turn, and new tires could prevent that.
Yeah, like I said, tires going to be as important as they've ever been in the history of iRacing, seriously, because of the dynamic track and how the track's going to change. And as the tires wear, obviously, it's going to be a lot harder now to control the vehicle when the tire wear begins to get bad.
It's like Jeff Porter doing a little mirror drive in there. Sorry.
Yeah, he is. Especially once you get into the marbles and, you can't get the tires cleaned off and the tires are slick. It's going to equal bad things.
All right, well, let's see. All the way back to Eric Lambert. Eric hanging right there in 6th spot. He's having another good night tonight as long as he keeps it going. I mean, we're creeping up on the halfway mark here in another 10 laps, so he's doing quite well.
Basically a 6-car race at this point.
Yeah, right in behind his teammate there, Nathan Sedlick. Those two running the Toyotas. Jeff Porter, one of their other teammates, up in the front.
These super speedway races get tough when they get spaced out like this. Meaning not much action going on the racetrack. Everybody pretty much running single file. The guys in the back are all trying to play catch up right now, and these guys up front are just trying to run single file and drive away from everybody else. Somebody needs to throw a hot dog wrapper out on the track or something. Water bottle.
Yeah.
A flask.
Yep, Smallwood still leading the second pack. Warner in 8th, Mike Vining 9th, and Roger Wagner rounding out the top 10. Josh Witherspoon. These guys are closing in on that group. Only 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds. About 2.5 seconds behind them. They're going to be smelling that draft here before too much longer, I think. And Evan Schroeder. Ross Cato back here, 13th, and they're about a half a lap behind the leader right now. John Batista.
Yeah, these guys up front are just driving away. They're having their own little race up here.
Yeah, this is quite the battle.
We got one up near the wall. I don't know if he was in the wall, but he got near it and he may lose the draft.
That was Eric Lambert.
Yep.
He's still got a hold of the draft if he can just keep it straight here. And I think he's starting to feel that pushing effect after you get a few laps on the tires.
Yeah, I think he's going to lose the draft here, Rudy. I think he's in trouble.
No, I don't know. He's still 3/4 of a second and just hanging right there at 3/4 of a second.
He's on life support.
The longer them guys race too wide up there, the better chance he's got to catching up to them. So,
yep. I don't know, man. He's not getting any closer.
Yeah, he's closing. He just cut a 10th off.
It's all over if he loses that draft.
There, he just caught another 10th.
Yeah, okay, yeah, now he's got him now. Yeah, them racing side by side helped him out.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
There, he just took another 10th.
Joe's in the lead now.
Yes, sir, for the first time today. Good job, Joe, leading the lap. You know, somebody we're missing tonight, Galen Gidman.
Yeah, he didn't make it. He led the most laps coming into tonight's race.
Yeah, this is really unusual for him to miss a race like this. Man.
Who's led the most laps tonight, Rudy?
Well, so far, Thomas Brander with 11.
He was second in total laps led for the season tonight.
Yeah, Warner's led 10, and Nathan Sedlick's led 10. So they're right there, you know, but Warner back in 8th place, and they're like almost 13 seconds behind this lead pack.
We'll give one more to Brandner there.
Yes, sir. Trying to make that high side work. Him and Nathan Sedlick and Eric Lambert up there with them. Looks like you said this has turned into a 6-car race here, providing nobody makes a big mistake. But Sean Medling into the mix of that. Sean having a good run here tonight.
Wonder what's going to happen when they have to again under green. I wonder how many of these guys are going to be eliminated from the front battle then.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if they all stay in communication with each other and pit together and come off pit road together, you know, they could make it pretty good. And Brander drops down to the bottom in front of Joe Roberts and retakes the lead.
I'm banking one or two of these guys don't stay with the pack when they come out.
Galen doesn't do super speedway tracks. Stephen Pearson saying, okay. Oh well.
Tough to give up the points.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give up the points. Wow. Whether you liked it or not. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right there, Stephen. Yeah, that RPM just taking over up here.
And ways back, Daniel Smallwood's having a race of his own with 3 other guys. Justin Warner, Mike Vining, and Roger Wagner as they pass Randall Drake on the high side there.
Roger just kind of riding right now. These guys, they've been hanging right there, right at about the 13-second mark. They were, I think they were at one time, they were like 12.8 or something, and now they're up to about 13.2. So they've lost about 4/10 in the last few laps. But Joe Roberts back into the lead now.
Too bad you can't have simulated rain delays. That gets you a caution.
Looking a little cloudy in turn 4, we better call it.
Yeah. Like baseball, the first sign of rain, they go running.
Yeah, looking at Steven saying, looking at this front 6 right here, they're all RPM guys except for Sean Medling. So RPM's on a roll here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Looking good.
Yeah, Sean Medling's the only non-RPM guy. I'm not sure if Sean's on a team. I don't believe he is on a team. So
sure he is. Team Medling.
Yeah, Team Medling. There you go. He's having a great night, man. Running in 3rd, coming from 23rd position, and here they come to pit road. Medling's
Medling's
staying
staying
out.
out.
Yeah, but everybody else coming to pit road. Well, I don't know.
He's a guy that's gonna get hung out.
I don't know if Joe Roberts might have got a speeding penalty on that or not. I don't know. That was pretty close.
That sucks for Sean Medling.
Yeah. Tommy Lee in chat.
Oh, Hot Rod. Thanks again, buddy. I owe you one, man.
Wow, Nathan Sedlick with a great pit stop there, comes out first. But he's going to get passed up, looks like, by Jeff Porter. Wow, and Thomas Brander. Boy, Brander drives it around the turn just a little too hot there and almost loses it, so has to back out of it.
And here comes Sean Medling down the road. Be interesting to see if he got a speeding penalty.
Yeah, he was one lap off of everybody else, so he's probably. I don't know if he would be doing the right thing or not. But yeah, so Jeff Porter will take over the lead here.
And he's down and away. No speeding penalty for Sean Medling. Hope to be able to tuck in here with these guys.
Yeah, I don't think he's not going to be nowhere up to speed.
No.
But maybe he'll pile in here with that second group. But Daniel Smallwood out here by himself. Got Joe Roberts and Roger Wagner coming up behind him really quick here. These guys running 7th and 8th. Justin Warner back a little ways off of that. Trying to catch the draft of them too, but I don't know if he's going to be able to or not. He's a little less than a second. He may be able to, but I don't know. Boy, it'd be nice if he had somebody to work with him. Mike Vining back in 10th by himself. Josh Witherspoon in 11th. And he's got Thomas Keene working with him.
And man, Rudy, I thought it would just be one or two of those guys that would break away and not keep up with that lead pack. But it turns out just two of the guys are in the lead pack now.
Yeah, this is pretty wild here. Jeff Porter and Nathan Sedlick, man.
And this has got all the makings of finishing under green flag.
Yeah, the way the way everything's going right now, the way the cars are spread out around the track.
And we've only had one caution.
Yeah. Eric Lambert and Thomas Brander working together here at 3rd and 4th. So it's still RPM up in the top 4. They've got 6 out of the top 7 cars are RPM.
Putting on a clinic tonight, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're past the halfway point. And Kevin Spaulding is officially out of the race, Rudy.
Boy, we've got quite the pack here. Joe Roberts, Roger Wagner, Daniel Smallwood, Justin Warner, them guys all working together. And they're coming up on Sean Medling. Medling going to probably meld into that group. He'll probably have to fall to the back because they're gonna drive on by him with a pretty good head of steam. But that'll be good for Justin Warner. He should be able to pick up the draft there with Medling. Medling can fall in with that group.
Yep.
He can tuck in behind Justin Warner there and make that a 5-car pack. Oh, we're getting reports here that James Lehman re-entering the race. Well, let's see here. A lot of damage fixed, but looks like he's still got an awful lot of damage on that car. He's got a lot of parts missing on it.
Yeah, he's basically just going to go out and see if he can gain him some positions and pick up some points before the end of this race.
Well, he can pick up about 3 positions if he can get back out there. He's coming out 46 laps down. So he's going to have to turn about 22 laps in order to pick up 3 more positions. Randall Drake now 17th, 5 laps down. Ross Cato 16th, 1 lap down. Next one's in danger of going a lap down would be John Batista, Nick Hunt, and Evan Schroeder. Them 3 working together. Boy, they're driving around there pretty good. 3-car pack is usually a little faster than a bigger pack. Porter back to the lead.
Everybody just really spaced out tonight, Rudy. This is kind of a weird Talladega race.
Mm-hmm.
One big crash at the beginning, and then just a weird spaced out, everybody kind of racing by themselves kind of race after that. A lot of that has to do with green flag pit stops, though. Some people are good at it, some people aren't.
Yep.
Oh, Rudy, you want to disrupt somebody and interview them just for the hell of it?
Well, not somebody on the track, but
I was just kidding anyway, but maybe somebody that's sitting down on pit road.
yeah. Well, we got Michael Gonzalez, Stephen Pearson, Scott Russell, but Pearson already left. Michael Gonzalez is there. We could probably talk to him if you want to talk to him.
Yeah, let's find out what happened to him. He had that incident on pit road and then just disconnected.
You gonna drag him up?
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Talk to him.
Michael Gonzalez, this is Scott up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
What happened in there at pit road, man? And we saw you going down pit road and saw you had an incident where you got into the inside wall. What happened there?
Easy. Easy. Don't be pointing fingers.
I won't. I came down to pit road, locked up the tires a little bit. Was running on the right side, and then had to get into my stall, and Wagner was the stall in front of me, and we both pulled down at the same time, and I kind of accelerated a little bit more to try and get down, and didn't make it into the stall, quotes, because when you do, you don't get, like, cars can drive through you and stuff. And I had left sides in there, but the right sides weren't. And then Wagner just kind of tagged me in the rear, and it just sent me around, overshot the box, had 12 seconds of damage, and basically got that fixed. And it was still just going to be a drag. I had already lost the pack, and it was basically night over from there.
Well, we're going to see you next week in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's a tough break that you had to, basically tab out after that. I get what you're saying, and I understand because now you see the race is unfolding. Everybody's kind of spaced out, so I don't blame you. But you gave up a lot of points by doing that. So definitely be some ground to make up next week in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck next week, and we'll see you in Atlanta.
Thank you.
Stephen Pearson's in TeamSpeak now, so I didn't know if you wanted to talk to him or not. He's there.
Go for it, Rudy. I'll let you interview Steven.
Well,
You know him pretty good.
he? There he is. All right, Steven. What's going on, brother? Well, Mr. Be There at the End's not going to be there at the end tonight.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Well, rough night out there. You know, super speedway racing, we know, boy, when there's the big one, they are the big one. But boy, I'll tell you what, RPM's doing quite well out here tonight. The top, what, 5, 6? The top 6 right there, RPM guys.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I wish I was up there, but you know, it is what it is.
Now look at Eric Lambert working with Thomas Brandner. Boy, they're reeling in that front group. The 3 behind them has caught them, so the 5 of them should reel in that front 2 pretty quick.
Yeah. They most definitely should. Yeah, I'm happy for Eric. I mean, he's been having some really crappy luck, so I'm hoping he can get up there and, you know, have a little battle there and get him a podium finish at least.
Yeah, that would be really awesome. But these guys, they're not staying in a line here.
Yeah, but say, Rudy, what did I tell you before the race started? If a big one happens, I'm getting caught up in it. Never fails. Never fails. Never fails.
Well, this is a good time for you to kick back and watch the race and drink some beer, huh?
Yep, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that, brother.
No, not at all. Even though I did get told a while ago that I whine all the time, I didn't know that ever happened.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, I think I think tempers flare sometimes, and you know, until a person actually goes back and watches the replays and stuff to find out exactly what happened. You know, you really shouldn't say anything. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, because I know I've been there in that. You know, where I've actually said to the person, "Man, why did you hit me?" And they said, "Go back and watch your replay," and I did, and it was like, "Whoops, I hit them." You know, so until you go back and watch it. Sometimes it's better off just not saying nothing until you do review it.
Oh, I agree. I went back and watched it, but you know me, I never whine about anything. I don't care. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked. Just say sorry.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this is turning out to be a pretty good race back up in the front here now, because we've got, 7 cars in that group? Wow.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Look out, a race has broke out.
And look at that.
It's looking good.
Eric Lambert for the lead. He didn't get to lead that lap, but Brandner pushes him up front, and here he goes. They drop to the bottom.
The next one.
Yes, sir. Good run. Smallwood up there by himself. Look at that. He's trying to do something up there by himself, hoping somebody will come up there with him.
All right, Rudy, I'm going to get off of here so I don't bother y'all doing y'all's broadcast, but it's been a great broadcast so far, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow night.
All right, buddy. Looking forward to it. See ya. Have a good night.
See ya, Steven.
All right, guys. Good luck tonight. Peace out.
Take care, buddy.
I say.
We don't want to interfere with his beer drinking, so. And Eric Lambert leads that lap, so boy, he's got to be just pumped right now. He's getting up there and leading laps now, you know. It's Talladega, though.
I know the feeling, Rudy. No, he's feeling bumped. Trust me.
Yeah.
The adrenaline, you know, when you take over the lead, the adrenaline kicks up whether you can help it or not.
Yeah, he's probably in there.
Even if you tell yourself, I'm not going to let it affect me, it still affects you.
He's probably in there just right now. He's probably not relaxing too awful much. He's probably white knuckle driving it.
Yeah.
Brandner on his tail.
More laps he leads, so the more comfortable he'll get.
Trying to find the man, what the heck was that? You notice there's quite the push in the turns. Have you noticed that?
Yep.
They really go up the hill a lot.
That could be a combination of things.
Eric doing a good job, leads yet another lap. That makes 300 belt. The guy that's led the most laps right now, Jeff Porter, with 20. 20 laps.
Running third.
Lehman about to pick up another spot here in another couple laps from Steven Pearson. So that'll put him into the 20th position. Too bad there was no chance Steven could have got back out there and picked up a couple more positions just for the points. And here they come.
Covered it.
Yep.
Let's see who doesn't make a mistake.
Now this is not the final pit stop, because they're going to have to pit one more time after this. That's quite the pack of cars, everybody coming down there together. So, and almost all of them are RPM guys.
And two of them are backing up.
Yep.
Branner and Porter both had to back up. Looked like Branner might have even gotten a little bit of the inside wall.
2-tire change for Branner. That's going to put him back there a ways, but Sedlick going to come out first.
Yeah, they were lucky to just maintain with the pack. That's could have been a whole lot worse.
Oh yeah.
A couple of them guys broke away, but they'll vacuum them up before it's all over.
Justin Warner, Ross Cato on pit road, Mike Vining, John Batista, Witherspoon, Schroeder, Hunt. Boy, all these guys coming down pit road. This not their final pit stop either. And I'm looking here, it looks like Warner and Cato still sitting there. I wonder if there was some speeding penalties going on right there.
Yeah.
Cato's away. Warner's still sitting there. There he goes. Yes, sir. I'll bet you there was some speeding penalties handed out right there. Witherspoon getting by. But Nathan Sedlick will take the lead. Lambert right on his tail.
Rudy, I don't think me and you have ever called a race at Talladega where there was only one caution.
No. Nope.
This would be a first. I know we've never called one caution free.
I'll tell you what, though, I did do a B-car race. It was actually, it was one MaxSpeedTV put on. It was a for getting 100 subscribers. We had 135 laps, or 137 laps at Daytona with the B-car or the Xfinity cars, caution-free the whole way.
Man, good race.
And it was a pretty good-sized field, too. There was like, gosh, I can't remember now, 25 drivers or something like that. And almost all of them finished.
Well, now we got a pack of 4 up front here, and then it looks like about a pack of 5, about 2 seconds back.
Yeah, Roger Wagner, Thomas Branner, and Jeff Porter. Those three joining now. They're not too awful far back, so they should be actually catching that draft of that front pack here before long, because if you notice that front pack, they're all over the place. Nobody's really, you know how that works.
There's a car spaced out in between them, helping them out a little bit here too. He's getting out of the way now.
Joe Roberts falls to the back of that pack. And that allowed Roger Wagner and those to close right up on him within 3/4 of a second. Now they are sniffing the draft. Branner and Porter.
Well, at least some of these guys caught up to each other before this thing was over.
Now that puts 7 of them back up front. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Mr. Smallwood says, look out, the blacklist is trying to sneak back to the front. Daniel Smallwood and his blacklist.
Up to third.
Pearson says that they did have a couple of seasons ago, IWCR went caution-free at one of these races. I don't remember that. You're probably right, Stephen, but I don't remember it. My memory's gone, so. Lambert trying to stay right on the tail of Nathan Sedlick. I'm trying to look for, being these are dynamic tracks, I'm trying to look for marbles into the turns, but I'm not really seeing any.
Yeah, I hadn't even checked yet.
Yeah, I don't really see any. Usually you can pick them up pretty easily. But I'm not seeing it. Boy, this is quite the pack up here. Now way back, Sean Medling pulling this, looks like him and Thomas Keene now running 32 seconds back. And Mike Vining, Nick Hunt, and John Batista trying to reel those two in. If they can get caught up to them, that'll make a 5-pack group. Kevin Spaulding back out on the track. Yeah. Many laps down, but
that's a 7-car race now, Rudy.
yes, sir. And they're coming up on Kevin Spaulding quite quick here, and they are going to pass him.
I don't think we're going to have another caution. I think we're going green the whole way from here on out.
They're going to have to make one more pit stop, so we could see some, mistakes made there. I hope not, but we've been seeing a few here and there.
Might see a speeding ticket or two handed out.
Roger Wagner joining in, him and Brandner and Porter. Riding along here with Thomas Brandner. He is right on the bumper there, Roger Wagner. Roger's got that just a tick of damage on the right front corner. I don't really think it's affecting the racing, the speed of it at all, because he's right in the draft. That Eric Lambert goes up to the high side. Good for Thomas Brandner. He gets a little run there, but he is going to pass Eric Lambert up. And Eric's going to have to fall to the back of that group.
Yep. I'm riding on board with him. It's like he's trying to hold on to that draft. Definitely don't want to lose the draft. Brandner's going to the high side, and this could hurt Lambert. Nope.
Hangs on to it though, and Sedlick stays in the lead for right now. Smallwood second, Roberts third. Like I said, they're going to have to make one more pit stop now. Is anybody going to try to short pit this? Or, because if you just burn off a few laps of fuel, maybe stopped at like lap 81, stop and top that tank off, and that way you can make it to the end. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I always like to short pit them.
It's just a matter if all these guys are sitting in the same chat room or not.
Yeah, I think
that's what that'll come down to. If they all do or not.
I think all these guys are. They're all except for Daniel Smallwood. Daniel Smallwood's the only one that's not in the RPM group. Brandner, he likes going to that high side, just hoping somebody will go up there with him, but nobody's biting right now.
I'm like you, Rudy. Now that I think about it, I don't know. You might see these guys do exactly what you were talking about. And again, they may stretch it out.
Knowing that it's probably going to stay green the rest of the way, you would have to take less fuel, okay, so it would be less time on pit road. Might be there for 5 seconds just to top that tank off and get out of there.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But, a lot of guys, they like to just stay out there as long as they can and in hopes that a caution would come. come out so they wouldn't have to stop under green.
Yeah, but I would have thrown in the towel on the caution long ago.
Yeah, it's a horse apiece, you know.
I called it at like lap 54 that we were going to go green the rest of the way, and I think we are.
Yep.
Just had that feeling to it.
Well,
everybody was spaced out.
20 laps to go. It's like Randall Drake on pit road. Unscheduled pit stop. Just maybe trying to get a little damage fixed up. Doesn't look like he's going to pick up any more positions. And not enough laps left for anybody to take that position away from him. So maybe he's just going to ride it out on pit road for right now. Probably not a bad thing to do.
Gonna go ahead and get a cold beer.
There you go.
I know I had me one last night. I had a couple, actually.
Well, heck yeah. Celebrating that win, yeah.
I'm not much of a drinker. It took forever to get that first league win, man.
I mean, look at this. All RPM up here except for Smallwood. That's pretty amazing.
Smallwood always holds his own.
Medling, 8th place. Keene right behind him. Them two been working together, running 39 seconds behind the leader. And they're coming to pit road. This will be their final pit stop right here as the leaders go by. Come into their pit stop.
So they're short pitting it.
Yes, sir. See, that's, yeah. Yeah, they are.
They're going to lose time. These guys are going to run it out.
Yeah, Keene had to back up in his pit stall, so that's a big mistake for Thomas Keene.
Brander went way high coming out of 2.
I'm kind of thinking his tires may be shot. If he's having trouble holding it on the bottom and happen to drift up high, he could be having some tire problems right now. Roger Wagner in 4th place.
It looks like these leaders are just going to run it out and then pit at the end and just take fuel already. I think they would have already come in if they were going to come in.
Yeah, that would be awesome, Ben. I would like to cover a modified race. I think that would be awesome to do a mod. I've never broadcasted a modified race.
That would be pretty cool.
I've done late model, super late model, road course, a lot of road courses, Daytona prototypes, all the road course cars, except for the new ones. Sedlick out there, 26 laps he's led now, so I still hasn't locked it in for the most laps led because Jeff Porter's got 20 and he's running in 6th. If he could get up there, he could lead the most if he can get back up to the front.
He needs to hustle. We got 15 to go.
He's taking a look on the high side, him and Brander, but boy, they just can't. Brander just can't get to his back end. There, maybe he finally did now. If you pay, he will come. What? Modified? Is that what you're talking about? Joe Roberts, 3rd. This guy's really motoring here. Ross Cato about to go a lap down. Another lap down. Stays high. And he's got some back end damage on that car. He was involved in some wrecking there. Now he ducks to the bottom trying to hang on to the draft of that front group. But it's just not going to happen. He just does not have the horsepower to keep up with them. All right, Mike Vining back here. One of the RPM guys, but him and Nick Hunt, John Batista, all working together here, but they're about to be put a lap down here. The leader's coming up on them pretty fast. Kevin Spaulding picks up one spot from Michael Gonzalez. And in another lap here, he's going to pick up another position from Scott Russell. Yep, here comes the leaders.
Oh, we got, a little contact there. Oh, man. Wow. Bunch of penalties to be handed out. That's the new track, man. I've experienced it last night. I got a speeding penalty because it takes you longer now to slow down coming into pit road. I did it, like I'm used to doing it all the time.
Yep.
And I couldn't get it wound down, and that's exactly what happened there for a bunch of those guys. Is they're just not used to this new track.
Yep, looks like Roger Wagner going to get a penalty. Thomas Brandner. Oh man, we got a bunch of them going to get penalties on that.
Yeah.
And Nathan Sedlick, Joe Roberts, and Jeff Porter all off of pit road. Now Brandner, Smallwood. We had a pass 4 position there as we get back up here live. Trying to find it here. It looks like Nick Hunt. Yeah, Mike Vining, Nick Hunt, John Batista do pass up Eric Lambert and Daniel Smallwood. But they have to pit yet. This group here has to pit yet. They're running 4th, 5th, and 6th. And we may see that may be the type of group right there you're talking about, Scott. Nope, here they come. They're coming to pit road now. Everybody trying to get woed. Man, I'm telling you, I'd be hard on the brakes long before them guys are. That's why it always costs me so much time coming to pit road, because I'm so afraid of speeding on pit road. I'm on the brakes way earlier than anybody else.
Yeah, it sucks having to sit there for 15 seconds.
Yep. Vining into his pit stall. Right side tires going on. Batista, no tires, and he's away. Alright, so changing up here a little bit. Sedlick back in front. Jeff Porter, Joe Roberts, Eric Lambert, 4th place. Brandner in 5th. These guys 16 seconds behind the leader now. Man, I'm telling you, that changed up everything, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Our points leader back in 5th, Smallwood. He's got a lot of damage on the back of that car. He must have got that coming to pit road.
Yeah, he might have been the one that got ran into in the back.
I think it was. Well, he's losing the draft of Brandner and Lambert.
That's a tough break for Daniel. He always runs strong and always winds up getting caught up in other people's stuff.
Batista. Thomas Keene now, he is about to be put a lap down here as the leaders go by. Or about to go by, anyhow.
We got 10 to go, Rudy.
Sedlick hanging right onto the back, drafting with Keene. Keene wanting to stay on that lead lap. And I think it's, let's see. Yep, it's official right now. Sedlick has led the most laps and clinched that. Nobody can beat that. Even Porter running in 2nd right now, if he led all the rest of the lap, he would only lead 29. So Sedlick has clinched the most laps led tonight. So that's pretty amazing for Nathan, man. I'd really like to see him get in victory lane. You know, he's another one that we watch week after week, and just bad luck bites him just when it, you know, when you don't want it to, it bites him.
That's usually what happens here at Talladega.
Yeah.
Eight to go, Rudy. The racing's about to pick up.
Yep. Keene actually staying ahead of Sedlick. I think before all's said and done, though, he's probably going to have to pull away, and because it's going to get racy up here. In the next 3 or 4 laps, it's going to get really racy, and I think it would probably be in best interest of Thomas Keene just to get out of the way from them guys. But he could play a major role in who wins this.
That's why he needs to get out of the way.
Well, I mean, he could play a role in bringing somebody to victory lane or not bringing them to victory lane. You know, either way, you could look at it glass half full or glass half empty. You know, either way. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. You know, he needs to just get out of the way and let them guys race it up. But if they want to go by him, they can.
Yeah, it's gonna get racy right now, Rudy. Here we go.
Yep. Jeff Porter looking for the lead.
And Sedlick, he's not going to tolerate that for very long, being stuck behind a lap car.
Well, so far, Keene's been keeping him right up there in the front. So, you know, I mean, he's really not doing too bad. But, boy, here comes Jeff Porter on the high side, and Jeff's going to lead that lap. He's still not going to beat Sedlick for the most laps led, but him and Joe Roberts got a good run. John Batista. Batista now, he is in 8th place, 1 lap down.
Yeah, they're going to drive on by on the high side there. I was going to say, the longer Thomas Keene stays out front, is the longer that lower line is going to get penalized for it.
Well, Keene does get out of it, though, and lets them guys go by. He dropped to the inside, coming down the backstretch, and let all the leaders go by. So that's a good move. Good move. So Porter, 5 laps to go here, folks, at Talladega. It's getting good. Joe Roberts.
Yeah.
And you know, we still got the top 5 are all RPM guys. That's pretty awesome.
Well, let's see if they all finish.
Joe Roberts looking to the outside of Jeff Porter. Now, they're teammates, but wow, Sedlick going with him. Getting that side draft off the side of Porter. Sean Medling, 7th place, right with these guys. The first car a lap down as he gets around Batista.
He's going to try to pick up Porter here, but Joe Roberts going to tuck down in front and say, nope, slam the door. 4 to go, Rudy.
Joe Roberts in the lead.
Looking for 2 in a row from Fireball Joe.
Yes, sir. Winning last week at Michigan, and here we are tonight, Talladega. Flatfoot racing at its best. 1 caution is all we've had here tonight. I don't want to jinx them, knock on wood.
I was going to say there's a storm brewing, Rudy. You might not want to talk about
it. Well, I don't know how much these lap cars are going to play in it, because Sean Medling's in that. Thomas Keene, John Batista, these guys are all right in that. Mike Beining. Nick Hunt.
3 to go.
I mean, we got quite the pack of cars, and some are lap cars, and some are lap down cars.
And Thomas Keene had a moment there.
Eric Lambert running in 4th. Them guys running, him and Brandner back 24 seconds behind the leaders. 3 to go. A lot could happen. Still a lot could happen. Joe Roberts in the lead.
2 to go at the stripe.
Jeff Porter, oh, 3 wide down the back stretch, on the front stretch. Holy smokes, Sedlick.
Wow, what a move for the lead, Rudy.
Wow, shot the gap and right up through the middle. Sedlick back in the lead. 5 miles to go here, folks. And it's getting ugly up here. Look at it.
Oh, what a move back underneath.
Wow, Roberts.
How they didn't wreck, I don't know, but what a move.
I don't know, but man, they're all teammates doing the racing like this.
Yeah, well, right now you have no teammates. It's go time.
That's right. All right. One more lap. Going to get the white flag here, folks. Joe Roberts in the lead. Looking for win number 2, or 2 in a row.
Just got to make sure everybody finishes here.
Vining Vining in 6th place, riding right behind Joe, trying to push Joe to the win.
Yep.
Porter.
That might be a savior and grace right there, Rudy.
Are they going to try to make one more pass? Oh man, I don't know. Porter looks to the outside. If he's going to go, it's got to be now.
Yep, he's got Vining in between him and the leader, so Joe Roberts is looking good.
Whoa, Vining doing a little block on Jeff Porter.
Yeah. Joe Roberts.
Oh, and there it is. Joe Roberts for the win. And it looks like Jeff Porter 2nd, Nathan Sedlick 3rd. Awesome job. That was one heck of a race, I'm telling you.
Rudy, I'm going to let you handle the interviews tonight, buddy. I got to cut out of here.
10-4.
As usual, I appreciate you letting me be a part of the broadcast team, buddy. Had a good time calling a race with you.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. I'll help pull these guys down for you.
All right. You get Joe. I can probably get Jeff. There's Jeff. And we need Nathan. All right. Joe Roberts, you got a copy.
I got you, Rudy.
Wow, what a finish. You look like that was looking like it could have been a lot of fun, but boy, I'll tell you what, you guys all teammates and you're racing like that. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it was a blast. And yeah, you got teammates like that. You know you're not going to wreck each other because we're all really good drivers at RPM. And I just want to go and say that was an awesome race by Nathan. I thought he had won the race with that move.
Yep.
With 2 laps to go, going 3 wide. I'm like, there it is. There it is. I was even congratulating him. And it's like, yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that had to have been the move of the race. That was definitely the move of the race. But when he was trying to put the block on you, he come up in front of you and you cut right to the bottom. That was a pretty good move too. So you all were running really, really well there. But 2 in a row, Joe.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. 2 in a row. Can you believe it? I was going across the finish line.
Yeah, 2 in a row, Joe. Well, tell me, we were talking earlier there about how the car felt, after 5 or 6 laps. Guys were saying that it was really getting pushy in the turns. Did you feel that?
Yeah, it got super, super tight, especially out of 2. After the first set of pit stops, we were staggering our left and our right tires all night for doing 2-tire pit stops, and whatever side was the worn side was just killing our car. And it just, if you saw it coming out too, everybody was washing up. It was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad, man. We'd seen like the whole line would go up, and it was like it had to make it hard for you guys. If you had a run on the outside. Just knowing that inside line could wash up into you, that had to play a major role in trying to pass to get to the front.
Yeah, I was even going over the comm during the race saying, hey guys, be aware that there's a good chance we're going to have a wreck within 10 to go because we're going to be double filing, people are going to be washing up, and just be real mindful of the guy inside because it's going to be rough.
Yeah, definitely. Well, 2 in a row, Joe. Man, I'm telling you what, congratulations on a great win here tonight. 1 caution in this race is all we had. it kind of threw things off a little bit. Pit strategies went out the window if anybody did have any, but I don't think there were really too whole much of pit strategies out there tonight because you had to make 4 stops minimum, and you guys did a short pit, worked out good for you.
Yeah, that caution we had where we made our first pit stop at like lap 14 or whatnot, that made the race really simple. And that with this new build, the fuel is different, and you're not making as many laps. You're barely making 19 laps on a tank of gas right now with the way that we had the 50% fuel cell. So I'm guessing it's going to be about 38 laps on a regular fuel run when we're not running a fixed race or in the official A opens and stuff. So it's going to be rough. But I want to go and say, last week, I felt like I really earned that race, and I did. This week, I felt like I stole it, and I want to just congratulate Porter and Sedlak, especially Sedlak. I thought that he was going to win that race. He made the move that I thought was going to be the winner until he opened the door in the back straightaway for me to do that cutover. But yeah, if he would have won, he doesn't have a win in our team yet this season. So I sure hope he gets his first soon. I felt bad to steal it from him, but it's competition.
Yep. Well, he did lead the most laps tonight. He did clinch that, so that's a good.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Yep, definitely good. Okay, well, congrats on your win here tonight, Joe. 2 in a row. That's really amazing. Winning last week at Michigan and this week here at Talladega. So anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank everybody: Roger Porter, Nathan Sedlak, Scott Drake, Eric Lambert, Thomas Brantner. Thomas Brantner, I told you I was going to start catching you, and I'm starting to catch you. And what is it? Mike Vining, Kevin Spalding, everybody of RPM. We do a great job. It was a fixed set this week, but who cares? It took a team effort to race that hard and race that close without wrecking anyone. And if you saw behind me, Mike Vining, I got to really appreciate him. He pushed me to that win. He was a lap down, but he fouled in and he gave me the necessary buffer. So I got to thank him really, really heavily.
Very good, very good. All right, Joe. Well, again, congratulations on 2 in a row, and we'll see you. You probably racing in the truck race tomorrow night.
I think I should be. I would definitely want to feel the new build, and I was hoping that once I got my first win, it was going to open the floodgates. So hopefully we can make it 3 in a row next week. I'm going to try my best.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks for talking with us, buddy, and good job out there.
Thanks, man.
All right, Jeff Porter, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, second place, man, I'll tell you what, you guys were having a blast up there, and a lot of lap cars come into play on that. Now, I noticed Thomas Keene was up there for a while, and he just finally got the heck out of the way. I would think that was probably a good move because that could have really changed the outcome of who was going to be the winner here today. But you ran second. You had a good run today. You led 22 laps. That's got to mean a lot for you, Jeff.
Yeah, I tell you what, words can't describe how fun that race was. That's the typical. This is what's supposed to happen at plate tracks. You're supposed to have fun.
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought I was gonna have the win there. I got myself. I figured there was gonna be a caution. At about 96, 97. So I made sure I was up front, and if a caution came out, I'd be able to get the win. But it's hard keeping that position. It really is.
Oh, I'll bet, yeah.
And we were racing each other so hard. It was awesome.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun out there. Well, second place, good finish for you. I was going to look and see real quick here. Before we go too much further, let's see. Where the heck are you in the points?
I think I'm around 10th. I think I'm around 10th.
Yep, 10th place. Yeah. Well, this ought to help you a lot right here. Galen not showing up this week. Stephen Pearson having a bad night. Medling finished behind you. Mike Vining finished behind you. Randall Drake was way back. So this should really kind of boost you a little bit into the points here. Are you racing the trucks tomorrow night at Auto Club?
Yes, I probably will be.
Very good.
And for when the leader's pushing a lapped car, he's in the worst position. He's because that lapped car doesn't care if we pass him. So
yeah, I know.
it's a lot easier to pass the leader when he's pushing a lapped car, and I think that's when I did pass him. I took advantage of it.
Yeah,
But,
it could have really changed the outcome of the race, and in a good way or a bad way. I mean, it's like we were talking there. You can kind of look at it glass half full or glass half empty. Whether it could have hindered the outcome of the race or made the outcome of the race different. Maybe brought you to victory lane instead of Joe, or maybe Nathan to victory lane because Nathan was running right behind him. So, but great race out there tonight, Jeff. That was really awesome, second place, and congratulations to you. Anybody you want to thank?
my whole team and the people in here, we had a pretty clean race. I got caught up in the incident earlier. Calvin Troy came across my nose. He said he got loose. And that was on lap 10. I was like, man, I'm done already, but the car was still fast, so I just let her rip.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody in my team. I mean, normal weekly thank yous. Everybody in my team.
All right, Jeff. Well, congrats on second place, man. Good run tonight. That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Nathan Sedlick, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy.
Well, I'll tell you what, you look like the car to beat out there tonight, leading 35 laps. Amazing job and the move of the race, Nathan. That was one heck of a move, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I figured I'd give it a try there. Three of us up there, and we had a pretty good lead on the guys behind us, and I figured lap traffic would maybe cut us some slack there, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Still trying to get my first win in IWCR, and had a good race last weekend in the trucks in Talladega, and was able to carry it over to this. So a couple of good Talladegas in a row, that's never a bad thing.
Oh, no, definitely not. Yeah, if you can come out of Talladega with all the fenders intact, you did really good. So, well, congratulations on third spot tonight, and looked like a lot of fun. RPM, what is it? Looks like maybe about the top 5 or 6 all RPM guys.
Yeah, something like that. The team does a good job. There's a bunch of good guys working together, and we're really enjoying ourselves and trying to help with getting things going. IWCR, get some more guys in here, and hopefully, build the league, make it a lot bigger and stuff like that. So doing our best to support that, and big thanks to those guys at RPM and everybody in IWCR, all the other drivers. Good race by them tonight. It's real fun.
All right, Nathan. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Rudy, just you over there at MaxSpeedTV, everything you do for the league, and the coverage you put on for us. We appreciate it.
All right, Nathan, thanks for talking with us, buddy, and I'll be back in just a minute here to get the broadcast closed out. All right, folks, let's run down through the results here real quick. I forgot to do this. Gotta get back up here on the leader. All right, Joe Roberts coming home the winner here tonight. 2 in a row. Joe winning last week at Michigan and bringing home victory lane here again tonight at Talladega. Jeff Porter finishing second, Nathan Sedlick third, and Eric Lambert fourth place. Awesome run for Eric Lambert. Man, what a job he did. Thomas Brander, our points leader, finishing in fifth. Joe Roberts cutting that points lead down ever so slightly. Mike Vining finishing sixth. Sean Medling seventh. Thomas Keene eighth after starting on pit road. John Batista 9th, Nick Hunt in 10th. Daniel Smallwood finishing 11th, Roger Wagner 12th, Evan Schroeder 13th, Josh Witherspoon 14th, Justin Warner 15th, Ross Cato 16th, Randall Drake 17th, James Lehman 18th, Kevin Spaulding 19th, Scott Russell 20th. Michael Gonzalez finishing 21st, Stephen Pearson, Mr. Be There at the End, wasn't there at the end tonight, finishing 22nd. Calvin Troy 23rd, Craig Hawkins 24th, and Tony DeGennaro, first one out of the race, finishing 25th place. So again, congratulations here to our winner, Joe Roberts, and that'll wrap it up for tonight, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night here at IWCR Truck Series at Auto Club. That'll be a fun race, and thanks for watching here tonight, folks. Appreciate it. Till tomorrow night. We'll see you then, and have a good night. Stay safe.